Being part of a collective is one of the essential hallmarks of membership in a profession and a professional organization. In Saskatchewan, teachers are organized collectively as members of the Saskatchewan Teachers Federation, the provincial organization for all teachers employed in publicly funded schools. The bi-level structure of the Federation also means they are members of a local association. Membership in the Federation is legislated by the Teachers Federation Act, 2006, which places the onus on individual teachers to conduct themselves in a manner that respects the importance of the broader collective. One of the legislated purposes of the Federation is to promote and safeguard the interests of teachers and secure conditions that support the best possible professional service. For the most part, collective interests refer to how teachers conduct themselves with their employer and within their profession and professional organization. The Council of the Federation has the legislated authority to adopt a code of collective interests that members are expected to uphold, both in public and in private. The code identifies expectations for members when engaging with employers. These include applying only for positions on the basis of their highest professional qualifications and performing as a condition of their employment only those duties required by statute. The code encourages teachers to actively participate in the affairs of the Federation and to respect the decisions made by elected representatives of the teaching profession. This includes respecting collective bargaining processes, decision-making and agreements that determine teachers' conditions and benefits of employment. Teachers are also expected to participate in legal sanctions and to neither apply for nor accept a position with an employer during a period in which the Federation has declared that a dispute exists with an employer. The Federation tries to achieve an appropriate balance between the rights of individual teachers to pursue their own interests and the collective rights and welfare of the larger body of teachers. While activities in pursuit of individual interests are not discouraged, they must at all times be subject to the test of whether or not they are in the collective interest of the larger group of teachers. Federation representatives are continuously and vigorously advocating for teachers at many different tables, in addition to collective bargaining. Therefore, it is important for members to understand that their individual actions can have an impact on this important work done on behalf of the collective. Members should be respectful of confidential communications received from the Federation and be mindful that social media is not an appropriate place for discussions about the activities and decisions of the employer, government, or professional organization, particularly during collective bargaining. Rather, many avenues are accessible to use for respectful inquiry and debate, such as member-only online discussion forums and direct contact with the Federation. Members and leaders of local associations need to be aware that they are legally restricted from advocating with the provincial government without the expressed permission of the STF executive. Prior to any engagement with government or ministry officials, requests to do so should be made to the provincial organization. Professional complaints related to collective interests are rare in Saskatchewan. Members understand the value of collective responsibility and action. They also understand the importance of teachers working in concert and under conditions that will attract dedicated and capable people and enable them to create teaching and learning environments that support student success. Where it is possible that a member has acted contrary to the collective interests of teachers, the Collective Interests Committee, made up of teachers appointed by Council, will hear any complaint made against the member. The STF executive determines any penalty imposed in cases where a teacher is found guilty. Collective interest complaints may be made by any member of the Federation and must be made in writing and signed by the member. The Collective Interests Committee and STF executive are entrusted with the important task of achieving an appropriate balance between individual teachers' right to freedom of speech, thought, and action, and the collective rights and welfare of the broader collective. Their processes and decision-making are legislated by Part 7 of the Teachers Federation Act 2006 and STF Bylaw 7, adopted by Council. For more information on the collective interests of teachers in Saskatchewan, visit www.stf.sk.ca or email administrative.staff@stf.sk.ca with your questions.